Hey everybody, Sammy here, SFI Sports Cards, back with another video. Today is May 22nd, and we're going to knock out a couple of VRs today. One is for John P. Collects Cards. He hit 300 subscribers recently. He's doing a VR, and also Vintage Sports Cards is also doing a VR. I believe they just got 100 subs not too long ago, so congrats on both channels. First, we'll do John P's VR. If you're not familiar with his channel, check it out. All sorts of different cards. Vintage cards. Many videos on vintage cards. Also, he does some modern. I've seen some box breaks he's done, SGC reveal videos, TTMs, autographs, so a very well-rounded channel, which is what I like. But his VR, our first hobby memory. Now, I used to rip packs when I was a kid, about 7, 8 years old, probably in the mid-80s. I remember going to baseball practice, and I loved being on the baseball field. I remember my first practice. They were looking for pitchers, obviously. I got on the mound and just started pumping in strikes. And at that age, it's what you look for is just to throw the ball over the plate. I was consistently doing it, and I'm not sure exactly where it came from. Maybe I was just a natural at it, but I ended up being a pretty good pitcher. I came from a small town, so we had to travel to play teams. And, you know, if you're a good pitcher, a good player, word gets around to different towns about how good you are. Oh, I had to face this guy. We had to get this guy, and this guy hit homers all, against our pitching, and, word gets around. But there was one strategy I had since people kind of knew me from other teams that our field was next to a cemetery, and we had these big trees. Wasn't like a wide open area. So I would take my catcher before the games, and we would warm up, and I would line ourselves right next to that cemetery line, right next to our field, and the acoustics were amazing. So I'd be warming up, and I'd be pumping up fastballs in there, and I didn't throw super hard. I threw hard enough to get it by guys, but when you hear that pop, pop, pop before the game, it's a little, mentally, gets in your head. It gives you a little advantage before the game starts. So, at that age, when you're hitting, you're just worried about, not getting hit with a ball at that point. So, just a little edge I had. So if you have any kids out there, or if you do find some kind of area where you can warm up and before the games, and try to use some of that to your advantage. But anyway, it was such a glorious time back then, and one of the first sets I remember opening was 1985 Topps, and it's still to this day my favorite set because of memories like that. Just being on the field, sitting on the bench after practices, sitting around with your teammates, your coaches, just opening packs, being jealous of some of the cards that other people got. And yeah, to this day, whenever I open these packs, there's a jolt of memories that just comes back that I cherish, to this day. That's why I love this hobby, basically. It's just going back and on those memories. It's just great memories. So every time I open these, front, the back, I love the design of these. This was a small lot of cards that I picked up off eBay. Wasn't really concerned about the quality. I just wanted something to fill out some of my 1985 set. So Had these packed away. I remember looking at them when I first got them, but it's been, months since I looked at them, so I can't remember what's in here. But now, since I can go through these, I can put these in a binder. But here's a Dwayne Kuiper, who is also an announcer for the Giants. I think he still is. But here's one. Here's a Lonnie Smith, great player in the 80s. Mel Hall, he had a run with the Yankees as well. I won't mention any of his off-the-field stuff, but Juan Samuel, he was an electric player with the Phillies in the mid to late 80s. Bruce Bochy, who came back to manage the Texas Rangers, who are doing very well. You might want to look into get some of his rookie cards. As a manager, he will probably make the Hall of Fame. His tenure with the Giants. Little Fernando Mania here, 1985 Topps. This is a great looking card. Steve Garvey, the Padres. I remember him and Greg Nettles going to the Padres. Really made a mark on that team. They went to the 84 World Series against the Tigers. Michael Jack Schmidt. Great card. Cal Ripken Jr., another great one. Louisiana Lightning, Ron Guidry. Probably the best arm in the outfield in the 80s, Jesse Barfield. Arguably the best arm of all time. I'd like to put his name in that hat. I've mentioned that on my channel before. And this one, this didn't come with a lot of cards, but I have had this forever. This 85 Dennis Eckersley. One of my favorite cards just because of the image here, the motion. I remember when I was a kid, it's like, how does anybody even throw like that? But this card, as you can see here, roughed up. And I'm proud to say I did this all on my own. This wasn't bought as a single from anywhere. I remember pulling out of a pack. And this is what it looks like today. I even have this number right in here from 30 some years ago, which I've, well, more than, 30 some years ago. I have no idea what it means, but that was me. That is my handwriting from that long ago. So there you go. That is my memory. My first hobby memory is just opening up cards with my friends. And like I said, after baseball practice. Back when you didn't have a care in the world about what was going on. Just playing ball, opening packs, running around as a kid. Just great times. So there you go. That's the VR for John. And we're going to get another one done today. That is for vintage sports cards. Now, I'm kind of new to his channel, but saw that he was doing a little VR for his 100th sub. So, I checked out the channel, and he's doing, wants us to show some horizontal cards. And some of the horizontal cards I have are some of my favorites in my collection. And when going through some of these, it kind of, represents what I collect. There's a wide variety of them. So I figured I'd show them off. I didn't go through my whole collection because I have so many horizontal cards, but just some notable ones. We have a 33 Gaudy Wade Hoyt. That's a beauty right there. Next, Albert Pujols rookie. Probably my favorite Pujols rookie that I have. I just like this Fleer tradition style. Kind of like the 55, 56 tops. So I really like that one. Second year Mike Trout Chrome. It's a great card. Him with his teammates Torrey Hunter and Mark Trumbo on that one. 60. Got a Nelly Fox. Always a good representation for a horizontal card. 1960s. It's a great one. We also have this 59. Baseball Thrills, where Al Kaline becomes the youngest batting champ. Love this one. One of my favorites in my collection has to be this one. 56. Ken Boyer, second year. I've had this for a couple of years and I love it. One of my favorites just to look at. And I like collecting Ken Boyer. Here's another one that's one of the tops in my collection as far as just having in my possession. And this is the DiMaggio Charlie Keller double play 1941. Now if you want to see more of these cards, check out John's latest live video. Bunch of them, the panel on that live stream showed a bunch of these, so check that out. 3D 80s Kids video. Sure you're all familiar with him. Here's another 60. Eddie Matthews. This is a sharp card. Just sent this in maybe a couple months ago. Beautiful card. How about we go back to 56, as these are just randomly piled together here. We have a George Kell. Tremendous hitter. Very good fielder. His time with the Tigers. This is him with the White Sox. This I got graded. I only paid $7 for this card. Bought it at a flea market. Got it graded. Came back a 5.5. So I think that is a good deal there. How about 1969 Topps? We have a strikeouts leader card. Look at these guys. 3 tremendous pitchers from the 1960s. Southern Sam McDowell, Denny McLain, El Tiante. Glad to have all 3 of them on one card. This is another favorite of mine. 1960s Johnny Padres. This was sent in my first SGC submission. This is actually my first group of submissions ever that I sent in. And this card was actually shown on my very first video I ever filmed. So very happy to get this back in the... I mean, the grade is awesome, 8.5. This is one of those cards when you send in, you know it's going to get a great grade. And it, from what the graders thought, it did. Another very cool card here. This is 2001 Chrome. Home Run Royalty, Ken Griffey Jr., Henry Aaron. Great looking refractor. 2001 Chrome has some great refractors. A lot of multiplayer cards as far as current players at the time and greats of the game to go along with it. So if you like these kind of cards, check out that set, 2001 Chrome. Here's another Griffey that it's not very valuable, which doesn't really mean anything, but 93 Fleer Ultra. Top glove. I just thought this was going to look awesome in this SGC holder, so I did submit it. I just love the image of a Griffey there. Here on the left, and there's another action photo of him there on the right. And look at this back. Very cool. People might say, "Oh, why did you get that card graded?" It's a 93 Fleer Ultra like insert. It's like, why not? There aren't any really any rules about what you should get graded, so. And last, I'll throw this one here. This is the another 1960s Dick Williams, a Hall of Fame manager. You know, I have quite a bit as far as vintage grade 5s. I might do a video as far as, I just love looking at these grades. I don't know why. A lot of it has to do with the person on the card, but I have quite a few 5s that I'm very attracted to, that I just keep coming back and looking at them. So there you go. There's just a couple of them, like horizontals. So there you go. That is for Vintage Sports Cards. Now his channel, check out. Like I said, just got 100 subs, but his videos consist of a lot of vintage, obviously. Has done some grading reveals, so yeah, a lot of variety as far as vintage on his channel. So like I said, it's new to me, but I will be looking out for more videos. So links to those channels for this multiple VR will be in the description. Check them out. Coming up, since I just did 2 VRs, I know of at least 3 more I gotta do. Picker Jim, Theo, and Joe. So be on the lookout for that. But tomorrow I will be doing a different video because May 23rd is the anniversary of someone's debut. So I will be doing a video on that. So look out for another video from SFI Sports Cards tomorrow. But there you go. Hope everyone's week is starting off great. Check out these VRs, participate. I will be getting them done soon, so. Yep, there it is. A couple of VRs just to knock out. Everyone be safe out there. And we will talk soon, alright? Take care, everybody.